Humans, what have you learned?
Well, it's review time again. Yes, Ion Storm here, and my review today is for Routine. Yes, the game that has taken 13 years to get into our hands, and it's finally here. It's on Xbox, it's on PC, and if you're not feeling like you want to purchase it, go play it on Game Pass. But if you want to know what my verdict is, you're going to need to stick around to the end of the review. So let's not mess around. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, Routine. It's been developed by Luna Software, published by Raw Fury, and the basic premise for the story is this. Routine is a first-person sci-fi survival horror game set within the Lunar Research Station on the Moon. You take on the role of an astronaut attempting to uncover the cause of the base's mysterious decline and sudden silence, and why its AI is trying to stop you. The story itself is mainly told through audio recordings, some videos that you may find, emails, and you do have the kind of cutscenes with narration in between each chapter, and all this is done while you're playing a massive game of cat and mouse, and it's all done through a first person perspective, and it's done really, really well. The feeling of weight of the spacesuit is absolutely insane. You really do feel it. You also feel very, very claustrophobic through the helmet. They have done an amazing job with that. It really makes this game feel even more terrifying. The controls are basic. They are basic. You've got your lean mechanic, you've got your crouch, you've even got a prone, which is used to crawl under tables and things. And you're going to be doing a lot of that while running away from the robots. But you also have the weird, it's really weird, and it's really hard to get your head around at first, but you interact with the screens contextually with your helmet. So you are you're moving the cursor with your helmet. It's really weird. You have to get used to it. You can also drag and drop things on the screens. In like certain screens, you have to move the keypads over it. It's really cleverly done. It really immerses you in the game. But as I said, the station's AI is out to get you, and obviously you need to find out why. And these things are absolutely terrifying. You will be playing a massive game of cat and mouse with these. It is very much like Alien Isolation, in the sense of you will have these guys, once they get wind of you, they're hunting you down. You can hide under tables. There's no lockers in this game, thank God. But you will be running away a lot in this. You can take them down, but they don't go down permanently. They are only stunned, and you have to be strategic about how you do this, because this is all done with your Cosmonaut Assistance Tool, or CAT for short, and it runs on batteries. But don't worry, they are scattered around the map. You don't have to worry about things like that. There's a lot of them. You can find them, but you can come unstuck, especially when you're doing a puzzle, because obviously the cat isn't just a weapon. It is used to solve puzzles within games, such as shooting breaker boxes or using certain modules that you find during the course of the game. I'll mention one, which is it's like a CSI's UV light, and it shows fingerprints up on the screen. So you need to make sure you have batteries for your puzzles as well. So that's another thing that adds to the terror. But overall, it just works. Everything in this just works. They have removed what I reported on my latest video, last video I did about Routine, which was permadeath. That has been completely removed from the game. It's not in there. They decided it was going to be too hindering to the player. So you now have a save system, which is done very much like Alien Isolation did with the save stations. So you use your cat to actually access these. So you have to be quite clever in certain aspects, because everything's live. This game doesn't go quiet. So you haven't got a pause button, in a sense. The game will still run in the background. So when you're saving, you need to make sure that you're in a position where you are not going to get snuck up upon by one of these robots. It is so well done. It really is. The gameplay in this game is just nuts. Now, as for the puzzles, the codes for the doors and things like that, they are randomized per playthrough. So as much as some people may want to jump online and go, right, what's the code for this door, so I don't have to go looking for the email, unfortunately they are all random, so you don't have that luxury. So it gives the game some form of replayability, and as I said, you're going to be finding audio recordings and emails which flesh out the story, and you may not find all of them in one playthrough. So if you really want to dive deep into the lore of this game, you're going to have to go hunting. So hats off to them for giving us the ability to not use a walkthrough. But this game has been in development for 13 years, and these guys know how to use the Unreal Engine, because this game is using UE5, and they have done an amazing job with it. This game has been rebuilt 3 times through 3 iterations of the Unreal Engine, and you can tell it runs really smooth. I had no glitches. I had none of the usual UE5 stutters. None of that. This game just runs flawlessly. I even tried it on GeForce Now, because obviously my gaming laptop isn't up to standard for this, and I've also played it on Xbox, and beautiful no matter what you're playing it on. It is just gorgeous. It has an 80s sci-fi aesthetic, and they've done an amazing job with that. You've got the old CRT monitors. The level of detail in this game is just insane. That first scene when the shutters open and you see that vista of the moon, just jaw-dropping, absolutely jaw-dropping, but also helps with that level of isolation. You feel like you are the only survivor on this research station. It is so well done. But even down to the cat again, that thing is so well detailed. You can interact with it. You can change the modules. You can turn it off with its power button. You can refresh its screen. It is insanely detailed, this game, and they've done an amazing job with the UE5 engine. So hats off to the team. You can tell they have put a lot of love into this game, and that even goes as far as the audio. The audio in this game is just absolutely bonkersly good, even if that is even a word. This game is awesome. The sounds of the research station, the creaking, the groans, the dull silences, it all works. It's really, really well done. That subtle noise of the doors opening and closing, and it's just so well done. The audio, if you've got a decent set of headphones, you are in for an audio treat with this game. They've even gone down to the level of detail with the audio that when you are squeezing through an air vent, you can hear your spacesuit squeaking. It is nuts, the level of detail that these guys have put into not only the audio, but the visuals. There is so much love that has gone into this. The voice acting in this game, the audio recordings, the narration between chapters, it's all really well done. It very much reminds me of Still Waits the Deep and the way that was done. I just can't find a bad thing to say about anything with this game. It is that damn good. So overall, the game, as you can tell with the way I've talked about it, has really, really impressed me. As I said, it's hard to find any fault. Some people they may not like the controls. They may find the save system is a little bit too restrictive. But that is personal choice. That is why we are gamers. We all have our individual thoughts and feelings. That's what makes gaming great. But I will tell you now, they have done what they set out to do, and this game, it does what it sets out to do. It is out to scare the living hell out of you and put you on edge, and it does it in spades. So hats off to the team. Game length. If you want to rush through this, you could probably do it in 4 hours. average playthrough with looking for everything, well, not looking for everything, but getting through the bulk of the main story is about 8 hours. And if you really want to go all in and go and find every little nook and cranny, you're looking 10 hours plus for this game. They have crammed such a large amount into a small package. It's brilliantly done, and you can tell that over 13 years they have put serious love into this game. Yes, they did remove a lot of things from it, such as the station was supposedly be bigger. As you can tell with the tram system, you can tell there was going to be more in it. But I think what they have taken out is actually the best thing they could have done, because this is such a streamlined package. It is brilliant. So there you go. My review for Routine. I absolutely love this game. It's awesome. It is up there with Alien Isolation. May not have the length of Alien Isolation, because this game doesn't outstay its welcome. And unlike Alien Isolation, that thing did start to drag on a little bit towards the end. This game, perfect length, scares the living daylights out of you. Awesomely detailed. The audio is amazing. So what am I going to score it? Well, guess what? I'm actually going to score this 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved my time with this game. It is brilliant. It's an awesome story. There is a twist, but I'm not going to get into it. Go play the game. There is a twist. But they have done an epic job with not only the audio, they have done an amazing job with the visuals. The story is compelling and pulls you in. You want to know what's going on. It is such a well-crafted game, and you can tell it isn't bogged down with all the AAA slop. So 10 out of 10 for Routine. So if you've got this far into the video, please, if you've enjoyed it, you found the review insightful, it's made you go and play the game, please give it a massive thumbs up. And if you are at this point in the video, come on, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to be notified. It costs you absolutely nothing, so you will not miss out on any more content coming to the channel. But on that note, I hope you all had a good Christmas, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Humans, what have you learned?